Hey, what's up, guys? Listen, we are following this Drake rabbit hole all the way down to the most disgusting end. You guys, I have a new update for you. Remember that guy, Christopher Alvarez? He is a prominent reporter. He was also featured on that CCTV footage still that Ebony Prince put up on Instagram. Now, just to let you guys know, we've been trying to figure out who Ebony Prince is. They are 100% the mole. However, they do not appear to be one person. It in fact seems to be the entire house of Ebony. There are multiple people tweeting from that, taking turns, whatever. You guys, we're going to go live about this because it looks like the truth will expose. They said you got, for academics and Drake, you got till noon, I believe, on Monday. And baby, it's 2 minutes from noon. Okay, so where are we at? Let's get back to Christopher Alvarez. A lot of people said what I said. Listen, I don't want to get in anybody's business, but this whole situation is weird. If you remember from the beginning of Kendrick 616, there was a ventilator sound. It sounded like somebody was on a ventilator. Now, I was like, okay, Drake's on his last breath, but we all know that Kendrick is deep with his mess. You guys, I found something on TikTok that I think this gentleman breaks it down really well. I'm going to play that for you. Then meet me after the jump because, baby, we have what looks like proof that Drake did something very bad to Christopher Alvarez. And like Ebony Prince said, right? The police were actually called. There was an assault. You guys, meet me after the jump. We have proof. Christopher Alvarez is basically confirming that Drake did something to him. The police were called, and something dark happened. And we think we have the receipts to show what it is. All right, now listen to this. See y'all soon.
I'm literally about to leave the house, but I'm going down a rabbit hole and I'm about to lose my mind. I want to get back to my normal content, although this stuff is going to become part of my normal content as well. But I need to get this out. I tweeted yesterday that Meet the Grams is going to go down as the greatest diss of all time. Part of the reason why I said that is because I'm watching to see how much stuff is going to start coming out. Because for me, I just don't think Kendrick's the type of person to come out and just bold-faced lie for the sake of a battle. With that being said, I need y'all to listen to this real quick. Now, if you know Kendrick, he's very intricate and everything, but just think about this. That sounds very deliberate. Like, why did it take so long for the instrumental to even start playing? And what is that sound in the back? So if you aren't aware, someone who is either the mole or someone who got information directly from Drake's camp came out recently and broke the silence. He came out and recorded the things that were on the cover for Meet the Grams, and he threatened legal action against Drake and academics for calling him a thief and basically revealing that none of it was planted and that it's probably real. To Mr. Aubrey Graham, Drake, may this photo help jog your memory as to where you discarded those items. The issue in the photo should also jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. Stick with me. I've been going down a rabbit hole. Other people have posted this Reddit thread where people have been discussing that sound at the beginning of 616, and a bunch of respiratory therapists have been commenting saying it sounds like some sort of portable ventilator. When analyzing the CCTV footage that was put out there by that person who might be the mole or something who has information, they've analyzed that you can see the tubes in the picture of that person in that wheelchair, and they might be carrying a portable ventilator. Someone asked their girlfriend who's a nurse, and they said it sounds like a ventilator. I would ask my mom who's a nurse, but she's asleep. Any nurses, let me know if it sounds like it to you. But I didn't know what any of this means. And then I went back to the tweet that he put out, and bro, the issue in the photo should jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. Who's Jimmy Brooks? Jimmy Brooks is fucking Wheelchair Jimmy, the character that Drake played. What did Drake do to the person in the wheelchair that Kendrick knows about, that he put ventilator sounds at the beginning of the track specifically to warn about, because that track was a warning? And what is this why Drake wanted to bow out and be like, oh, I'm not gonna diss you no more because you projecting your trauma, and he lied about the lyric he tried to use to set that groundwork? Does he really want this shit to stop? It sounds...
Okay, now, he did a great job of breaking it down, but let's break it down even deeper, because you guys, first of all, I am following this. Everything I get, I am bringing to you guys. There will be updates. Things might change, but baby, this Christopher Alvarez mess is deep. Now, I know what you're saying. Tisatells, what proof could you possibly have? Girl, you know. And guys, if y'all out there, y'all know I be coming through with the receipts, okay? So there was actually people commenting on what happened, okay? They're talking about Ebony. She's talking about Officer Viola. Somebody said, who is Officer Viola at the NYPD? Who do they know? Wait, why do they know Ebony Prince? Christopher Alvarez liked that. Now, he's been on an unliking spree, but we literally got the likes. What else happened? People were saying, so you hang out with Drake at 3 a.m., bro? Yo, did Drake assault you? These are screenshots directly from Christopher Alvarez's account. I have more, okay? But let's get into what Ebony Prince said. She said, now while you have that lens on your eye, do you see the foolery? These regulars there, and this is the House of Ebony, the regulars there, and again, it seems to be the running theory is that Drake used the LGBT community, specifically the House of Ebony, to host caviar parties. Caviar parties are Diddy-style freak-offs that involve youngins, maybe animals, and definitely any other fetish. Christopher Alvarez, it is assumed something bad happened to him while he was with Drake. Kendrick seems to have known, that's why he put that ventilator. And when he said, Sandra, your boy's a 6'6" man, baby, he meant it. Okay, let's get back into these tweets. The regulars there could buy you 100 times over, yet your staff will try and move them out the way. Do you see the insanity? At first, I was annoyed when that new third-party company took my department. I was provided with no company information, not even an employee handbook. Then I realized, well, whatever, I've signed no agreements to anything, so let's see how this plays out. Ebony Prince, again, this account is being manned by multiple people. One person in the House of Ebony, it seems like, was a security guard. They are letting us know through this, they signed no NDA. They also said, when you leave a wake of annoyance and stress in your path, that makes most people's skin crawl. On top of costing people to be fired, costing people to resign, and nearly costing me to be arrested. All in the lawsuit. Okay? Now, here's the thing. He did say you caused somebody from House of Ebony tweeted yesterday, you caused 2 people to lose their jobs. And it looks like, and this is just my first opinion, exposing's coming, that at the end of the day, 2 people actually did lose their jobs because when the police were called, Drake or someone in this camp complained, said they did inappropriate behavior by calling the popo, but the police seemed to have been called for Christopher Alvarez. Now listen, Ebony Prince then goes on to say, when Officer Viola and his partner, Officer Wilt, entered my booth, this is security, they informed me that since there was a complainant present, this is Christopher Alvarez, I have more tweets to confirm that, who alleged assault, they would have to take me in unless they saw footage of otherwise. Then I had to locate said footage while encircled by them. Were it not for the rapport I had with these guys, I wouldn't even have got that. Luckily for me, that was a breeze. There was no need to call Miss Edward again. Now, Char on Twitter was the first one to point it out, saying, Christopher Alvarez seems to be aware of the Ebony Prince situation. Some person said in his comments, we support you. The truth will come to light soon. He liked that. Norris Fee said, who is the Officer Viola at the NYPD? Why do they know Ebony Prince? They like that too. Corey said, you got to come out and say what Drake and his team did. He liked that. What did Drake do, bruh? He liked that. What do you know about Drake? He liked that. He liked that as well. You guys, this is really deep. This is getting whatever. Everybody said, what is that man in the wheelchair? Because we didn't know who that was. We were like, wait, he can't be security. He's not part of your entourage. This is a new person. He's a prominent author, but he's at your room at 3 a.m. in the morning with 3 other men waiting to be let in. Something happened on January 22nd, 2023 in that hotel. That something is something that Drake hinted would make his legacy go down in humiliation, but at least he'll be remembered. This was because he posted that meme on his Instagram chat, paid in full. There are rumors that there are videos of Drake doing things with, well, it's a Scooby-Doo mystery, but with bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. And I'm not talking about human dogs. if you can call them that. Okay? Somebody actually said in the comments, which was actually a really good thing that I actually Googled and it was true. They said that somebody said get PETA and ASPCA involved. That was Moon Gazelle Chalice 280. And somebody said that, it was LB Hooper 764. Said Google it. Bestiality is legal in Canada. So there might be some truth to these claims. Now, since 2019, 2020, they have tried to clamp down and tighten those laws against doing weird things to animals. But most inappropriate acts with animals are not covered under bestiality laws. So the same way you can date a 16-year-old in Canada, right? We don't do that in the U.S. It's the same way you can do weird things to Scooby-Doo. Shaggy, you better come get this boy. Do the things to Scooby-Doo. Rabby. It's the same way. Again, maybe it's a cultural thing. I will say something, right? All jokes aside, there is something very, very sick at play. If Ebony Prince can be believed, if the way academics is distancing themselves, saying he's not a part of this freaky stuff, if the way everybody is coming down, and Kendrick and that creepy music, baby, this is just the beginning. Kendrick, Drake should have left Kendrick and his wife alone. I know he is kicking himself, but you know what? Thank God. Everything done in the dark is now being exposed. Anyway, you guys, listen, I'm following this. Turn your notifications on. I'll probably put one in the comments if you want me to go live about this. Baby, this is just the beginning. I got a whole bunch more, but y'all said y'all don't like the hour videos because, baby, we're going to be sending them out 10 minutes at a time. Okay, bye.